name is Tiffany Bishop, and I will be playing the part of judge/announcer.
My name is Ryan Bartlett. I'll be playing David Blankenhorn, the proponent's expert on the institution of marriage.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Griffo, and I will be playing the part of David Bowies, the plaintiff's attorney.
Hear ye, hear ye. The following is a reenactment from Perry v. Schwarzenegger, the Prop 8 trial in U.S. District Court. David Blankenhorn, founder and president of Institute for American Values, expert witness for the defendant on political power of gays and lesbians, is under cross-examination by the plaintiff's lawyer, David Bowies. The plaintiffs in this case are two same-sex couples who simply want to marry, just as any other loving couple in America has the right to do. Court is now in session.
So, Mr. Blankenhorn, could you just go down the list of possible positive consequences and tell me which, if any, you personally agree with? And just tell me by number, because these are all numbered, and I think it will go faster if you simply tell me which of the numbers here, if any, you personally agree with.
You want me to read each one silently to myself and then tell you one yes? Is that what you want me to do?
But read it silently to yourself, and then just tell me which of these you agree with. Give me the numbers of the items that you agree with.
For each of the 23?
Yes.
Number 1, yes. Number 2, yes. Number 3, yes. Number 4, yes. Number 5, yes. Number 6, yes. Number 7, yes. Number 8, no. Number 9, no. Number 10, yes. Number 11, yes. Number 12, I don't know. Number 13, no. Number 14, no. Number 15, yes. Number 16, I don't know. Number 17, no. Number 18, yes. Number 19, yes. Number 20, I don't know. Number 21, I don't know. Number 22, yes. Number 23, I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Now, I would like to publish this list and go through it, and both identify those that you agree with, and then ask you some questions about some of the ones that you said you disagreed with. Can I publish this up on the board? Can you make it a little more readable by making some of the ones we are going to deal with first larger? Thank you. The first point that you agreed with was that same-sex marriage would meet the stated needs and desires of lesbian and gay couples who want to marry. In so doing, it would improve the happiness and well-being of gay and lesbian individuals, couples, and family members.
I said many gay and lesbian individuals, couples, and family members.
I misread that. Let me just read it again to be clear. Same-sex marriage would meet the stated needs and desires of lesbian and gay couples who want to marry. In so doing, it would improve the happiness and well-being of many gay and lesbian individuals, couples, and family members. The second positive consequence that you agreed with was gay marriage would extend a wide range of the natural and practical benefits of marriage to many lesbian and gay couples and their children. The third positive consequence that you agreed with was extending the right to marriage to same-sex couples would probably mean that a higher proportion of gays and lesbians would choose to enter into committed relationships. The fourth positive consequence that you agreed with was that same-sex marriage would likely contribute to more stability and to longer-lasting relationships for committed same-sex couples. The fifth positive consequence that you agreed with was that same-sex marriage might lead to less sexual promiscuity among lesbians and perhaps especially gay men. The sixth positive consequence that you agreed with was that same-sex marriage would signify greater social acceptance of homosexual love and the worth and validity of same-sex intimate relationships. The seventh positive consequence, which you agreed with, was that gay marriage would be a victory for the worth of ideas and tolerance and inclusion. It would likely decrease the number of those in society who tend to be viewed warily as other, and increase the number who are accepted as part of us. In that respect, gay marriage would be a victory for and another key expansion of the American idea. And have I read those correctly? Have I not, sir?
Yes, sir.
And then, items 8 and 9 you disagreed with, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then items 10 you agreed to, and that reads, gay marriage might contribute over time to a decline in anti-gay prejudice as well as, more specifically, a reduction in anti-gay hate crimes. And the 11th positive consequence, and again, one that you agreed with, was that, number 11 reads, because marriage is a wealth-creating institution, extending marriage rights to same-sex couples would probably increase with wealth accumulation and lead to higher standards for
Living standards.
as read, higher living standards for these couples, as well as help reduce welfare costs by promoting family economic self-sufficiency and decrease economic inequality. And did I read those correctly with your help?
Yes, sir.
Number 12, you said you didn't know. Numbers 13 and 14 you disagreed with, correct?
Yes, sir.
Number 15, which you agreed with, reads, extending marriage rights to same-sex couples would probably reduce the proportion of homosexuals who marry persons of the opposite sex, and, thus, would likely reduce instances of marital unhappiness and divorce. And did I read that correctly?
Yes, sir.
And number 16, which you said you didn't know, and number 17, which you disagreed with, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then number 18, which you agreed with, reads, by increasing the number of married couples who might be interested in adoption and foster care, same-sex marriage might well lead to fewer children growing up in state institutions and more growing up in loving adopted and foster families. And number 19, which you also agreed with, reads, adopting same-sex marriage would likely be accompanied by a wide-ranging and potentially valuable national discussion of marriage's benefits, status, and future. And did I read those items correctly?
Yes, sir.
And am I correct that items 20 and 21 you don't know whether you agree with or not?
Yes, sir.
Then number 22 is one that you do agree with, which is that gay marriage would probably expand the possibility and likelihood of new scholarly research and a variety of topics related to marriage and parenting, correct?
Absolutely certain of that one.
And then number 23 you don't know, correct?
Correct.